Hi, comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. And today I have got a CGC reveal. So I sent off 9 comics, modern grade, to CGC literally only about a month ago. The turnaround time from CGC is really quick from London. And I also got these in just before the latest price rises. So these cost me about £23 each to get graded. My daughter, who works virtually next door to the CGC offices, both took them into the offices and collected them for me. So no postage costs either way, that one. So these were quite cheap to get graded. Some I had, if you see the video that I put up when I did the submission, you'll see some of these were for my personal collection and some of these are for sale. So let's start with the personal collection ones. And the most disappointing one, this is a great cover by the great Mobius. I really love this, and I got this slabbed for my PC, and unfortunately, it has come back as a 7.0. However, it is for my PC, so therefore, it would have been a disaster if I'd done this to sell it because it's worth probably about what I what I paid to get it slabbed. But it does look great in the slab. The problems with this are on the back page, not on the front cover. So it looks okay. So that is the first one. And that will be going into my personal collection. Next up, another one for my PC. This is a great comic for lots of reasons. This is Destroyer Duck #1. Again, I was hoping for a better grade than an 8.0. It is for my PC. This is the first appearance of Gru the Wanderer, who I do collect. It is also the classic Lawsuit Benefits Edition. This was Steve Gerber when he was fighting Marvel for the rights to Howard the Duck. So this is a bit of comic history here in Destroyer Duck #1. I was expecting a better grade than an 8.0, but there you go. It's for the PC, and that will sit in my PC because it is a great comic, first appearance of Gru the Wanderer. Right. Next up, and this one was for the PC as well. Um, this has come back roughly where I hoped it would. Maybe I was hoping for slightly better grade. This is a great what if cover, and it is also a newsstand, and this is from 1982. So newsstands were quite rare. There are no newsstands on the CGC census. Um, and it's a great Galactus cover with Dazzler as the Herald of Galactus. It is a what if story, so it's not canon, but I do like this cover. And a 9.0 is a pretty decent grade for a newsstand, so reasonably happy with that one. And finally, for the PC, I got my copy of Swamp Thing 25 graded. Um, and this is the first cameo appearance of John Constantine. It doesn't say it on the label. It just says Jason Blood appearance. But it is a great Alan Moore story, and Stephen Bissett and John Totleben cover and art. And it has got a one-page panel right at the back showing a character who is assumed to be John Constantine. Of course, he doesn't make his first full appearance for another 12 issues. So he first appears in issue 37, which I do have, but it's in a low grade. So that's another one for the PC. Right, on to the comics that I got graded to sell. I'm going to start with the most disappointing one, working up to the best one. Right, so this one is a disaster. Um, so Superman, the Man of Steel 18, the first appearance of Doomsday. Okay, it's come back as an 8.0. That is not good. So this is probably worth what I paid to get it slabbed. Uh, Probably less than £30 in an 8.0. It does look good. I'm not going to sell it. I might sell it for £30. Um, so yeah, that was disappointing. I was expecting a higher grade on that. But there you go. Superman, Man of Steel, first appearance of Doomsday. Right, next up, this one again, a bit disappointing. I was expect this. If you saw the first video, I was expecting this to be a 9.0. It's come back as an 8.5. It is Nightmares on Elm Street, issue one from Innovation. Um, I did slab this with the intention of selling it, but at 8.5, it's not worth very much. I think I'm just going to keep that. That was, that was a comic I bought back in the day for cover price, sat in my attic forever. Um, so I'm probably just going to keep that because I don't really want to sell it for, it's probably worth 50, £60, and I don't really want to sell it for that. So I'm just going to keep that one now. Right, on to the ones that came back reasonably and have got a decent value. First up, we have got this one. It is X-Men 266, the first appearance of Gambit. In a CGC 9.2, this is about where I sort of expected it to come in. Would have been nice to get a 9.4, but a 9.2 is still worth probably between 150 and £200. So that one will be going up for sale sometime in the future. Yeah, nice. First appearance of Gambit in a CGC 9.2 white pages. And that's paid off, 23 quid to get this graded. Um, and I paid probably about, I think I got this in a lot for about 20 quid. So it's cost me 40 quid. It's probably worth now between 150 and 200. So a bit of a result on that one. Um, Next up, and this comic is already sold. Uh, so this is Hellblazer number one. Um, Again, uh, I did grade this for selling. I was hoping for a better grade than this, but this is okay. It just about breaks even. For the slabbing. That's probably worth 75. Well, I've sold it for £75. So this has gone already. And I sold it for 75. It's fair enough. It's just about wiped his feet. 50 quid for the comic and say 25 quid for grading, 75 quid. It's about broken even, and I'm glad that somebody's picked it up for a decent price. Right, the final one is probably the best result here. Um, and to be fair, it is the most valuable of these comics. And I did do it for selling. So if anybody wants this, contact me. It is Spawn number 175. It is the second appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. It's come back at 9.4 white pages. I got this in a charity auction, cheap. So thank you, Cole, if you're watching. Um, and yeah, had to send it off for grading. It's come back at 9.4. This is an expensive book. Okay, so even in a 9.4, this is a £200 book. So if anybody wants this, if they want to make me an offer on this, this is for sale. There you go. Spawn. And why is it expensive? It's expensive because at this period of time, the print run on Spawn was very low. So the first appearance of Gunslinger and the second appearance of Gunslinger Spawn are expensive comics just simply because they're rare and they're also in quite high demand. People like Gunslinger Spawn. So there you go. That is for sale. If anybody wants a CGC 9.4 white pages for between 175 and 200 quid, let me know. There we go. That was my CGC latest haul. Overall, Not as happy as I have been with some of my previous ones. My grading has not been as good good as I have been on some of the previous ones, but a couple of nice results with the first appearance of Gambit and the Gunslinger Spawn. That's your lot. See ya again soon.